Hi, beautiful friends. Welcome back to the Purpose Show podcast. Today, we're going to talk about how to change your life, how to create your new reality, how to embody your next level self when your life sucks, when it's in the shitter, everything feels like a disaster. How do you do this? Because so many people talk about, you have to embody your next level self. You have to feel the feelings of having what you want. You have to blah, blah, blah. And yes, that's true. That's important. But how do you get there when everything feels like it's falling apart around you? When literally you're just like, the current reality is that my life sucks. My relationship sucks. I feel like my body feels like shit. I don't feel good. I feel so far away from what I want. I'm so depressed and angry and frustrated and lost. So, how can you get into those feelings when you're in that place? And the answer really is you can't, but I'm going to show you how to get to a point where you can. The last step of this episode is going to be that embodying the feelings of having what you want. But there are 4 other steps in my process and my method that I'm teaching clients and I'm teaching my members in my membership of getting to this place that you can do that. So, what you first need to understand is that you are creating your world, you are creating your life and your reality through how you see yourself and how you are thinking and feeling and being. I think a lot of people misunderstand and think that you can manifest and create and call into your life the things that you want. But actually, the truth is, you manifest and call into your life what you are. So if you want health in your body, you have to be the physical embodiment of health before you have it. And that is tricky. And it's especially tricky if you don't understand the fucking steps you need to take to get there. And that's my problem with this sort of space on the internet is like nobody is really explaining the steps. And like if you're literally in the shitter and at rock bottom, you can't just suddenly, I mean, I guess you could, but it would take a lot of skill and practice and would be so much more difficult to just all of a sudden and start feeling feelings and embodying like a different version of yourself out of thin air. It's so much better when we have steps that we can take from that rock bottom place up to embodying this version of ourselves that's in an entirely different reality until it becomes our current reality. So, I'm going to walk you through these steps. These are the steps that I teach in terms of changing your life, manifestation, becoming a new version of yourself. And this is like what I do, right? We have the Becoming Her Collective. That's literally what it's all about is becoming her being that next level version of you, closer to your higher self, where you are really being the version of yourself that you desire to be. And because you attract what you are, not what you desire, you attract what you are. When you are being that version of yourself, you get the life she has. You get the success, you get the money, you get the health, you get the relationships, you get the love, you get the admiration, you get the happiness, you get the family connection that she has because you're being her and you attract what you are. Make sense? So, let's go over. There are 5 steps to changing your life and embodying, really becoming a different version of yourself. And like I said, most people focus on step 5, tapping into the feelings of already having it, tapping into the version of you that already has this life and feeling like her, thinking like her, acting like her. But what about the other steps? So I'm literally going to walk you through this step by step. Okay. So, step 1, you need to have awareness of how you are currently identifying. How are you currently being? So, because you manifest your world and your reality by how you are being, what you are being, how you are showing up, right? You manifest what you are, then you have been being in some version what you currently are experiencing. So, let's say that you're experiencing, just like a very frustrating mess on the back end of your business. And you're just like, this is not, nothing is working. I just work so hard and I never see the results. The money is not coming in. I don't understand. In some way, you believe something about yourself that is making you be the person that is frustrated, is making you be the person that is constantly in struggle and never getting the results. So your beliefs are creating what you are being. So somewhere in your unconscious mind, you have a belief that you have to struggle, that it has to be hard, that it has to take this long for shit to pop off and for the results to come in, that you're not worthy of things being easy. You maybe are just so familiar with chaos and stress and struggle that you literally, on an unconscious level, cannot allow yourself to just have things be good, have things be easy, and receive the abundance, the money, whatever that you really desire. So the first step is to get aware of how you are currently being. What in you is currently being stressed out? What in you is currently being unavailable for ease? What beliefs do you have? What's lurking in your unconscious that is lining up with the shitty results you're getting that you don't want to get anymore? I talked about this in another recent episode, but you have to take full responsibility for your well being. And part of that is self awareness. A huge part of that is self awareness. And self awareness is always the first step to change. Self awareness is the first step of every single thing I teach on both the lifestyle side of things and the business side of things. You have to become hyper aware of your patterns, of the thoughts that are popping up, of the feelings that you're feeling, the words that you're saying, and how you are being, because what you are being is what you are creating. So getting really aware of that, noticing those patterns, noticing where you're at, noticing what you're doing, saying, thinking, being, feeling right now, and being real with yourself. And again, taking that full responsibility for your well-being and noticing the connections between what you're being and what you're getting, and being happy that that is on you, because if it's on you, then it's on you to change it as well, and that means you're in control and you have the power to change it. So step one is that awareness. How are you currently being that is contributing to what you're getting that you don't want anymore? If you clear that in yourself, you're going to clear it in your external reality. Step two is you have to understand that, like, really understand that the current reality you're experiencing is a direct manifestation of how you have been thinking, feeling, and being up to this point. So, really understanding that. And again, recognizing that it is your power. It's not a burden. It's not a blame. It's not like a bad thing. It truly is the biggest tool you have. The fact that that is how it works and that that is in your power is everything. And the moment that you really realize that is when everything can start to shift. So you really have to gain an understanding that and see it. So this is why self-awareness directly leads into step two, because when you have that awareness and you can realize, okay, this is how I've been being. These are the beliefs I think I still have. These are the things that are limiting me. This is how I've been thinking and feeling and being and showing up. Then you can bridge the gap between, like, okay, I can make that connection, I guess is a better way to say it. I can make the connection between what I'm getting and how I've been being. I can see that connection. I see the cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is one of the great universal laws. And it is literally what it sounds like. You are causing the effect you don't want. So to change the effect, you change the cause. You clear, you see, understand the connection, and then you clear the cause and you get a different effect. Step three in this process is you need to have crystal clear clarity on what it is that you do want, how you want to feel, the external reality you do want to be experiencing, and how you want things to go. So let's go back to the business example. Let's say that's you and you're just like so frustrated. You're so sick of getting the same shitty results, and you are aware of how you have been being to call that into your reality. And you understand that the current situation is a direct manifestation of what you have been being. Now you can recognize that and then shift into like something that feels better, which is, okay, well, what do I want? And you can think things like, well, I want peace. I just want my business to flow. I just want money to come in easily. I just don't want to have to work so hard. I just want things to be lighter and easier. And I want to feel good in my business. I want to be able to trust money. So, like, that's good. These are all good things. Write them all down. And then try to get a little bit more specific. What would it look like to have peace in your business? Well, okay, $15,000 a month. That would bring me peace. Okay, great. Write that down. So you kind of work backwards from there, but getting really clear on what it is you do want, how you want things to be flowing, how you want things to be going, what you want in your external reality, and how you want to feel. Your emotions are your biggest driver. Okay. So you want to focus on the emotions that you want and then think like, okay, well, what would it look like for me to have peace in my business? What would it look like for me to have joy? What would it look like for me to have love in my relationship, passion in my relationship? What kinds of things would make me feel those ways? And you can work backwards from the emotion and get more specific about what might bring that to you. Does that make sense? Step 4 is the biggest one that I see skipped because I think we just naturally want to avoid it, but avoiding this is literally keeping your manifestations from coming to you. Step 4 is you need to process your emotions, not suppress them. Emotions, like I just said for step 3, your emotions are your biggest driver. You don't actually want the new bag. You don't actually want the new man, the love of your life. You don't actually want the car, the house, the money, the success. You want the emotions that you believe you'll feel if you have them. So it's all about the emotions. So you are being driven by your emotions. And just as powerful as that side of it is, the emotions that you're currently experiencing are valid and they have a job. They are here to be your signals, your red flags, and your allies to help you process the shit going on inside of you and then take a new action, change your life, and get a new result. So your emotions need to be processed. I've shared this so many times, but I love processing my emotions through EFT, tapping, through journaling, talking things out, things like scream therapy, literally just like screaming and letting shit out in a pillow is so therapeutic. Like we need to process our emotions, whether they're sadness, angst, anger, feeling like you just need to like rebel, hopelessness, whatever it is, heartbreak, you have to process your emotions, process them, and then shift that energy out of your body, which is why I love EFT tapping. It shifts the energy out of your body instead of you suppressing it. And then from there, you're kind of at like a neutral ground zero, and the heavy emotions from the shitty current reality are not holding power over you anymore. And you have clear space. Then that is when we go to step 5. That is when we can now look at what we just got clarity on, what we want and how we want things to go, how we want to feel, and tap into the feelings of already being the version of ourselves that has that, already being where we want to be, already having what we want to have. And we can create like a 20 to 30-second movie in our minds of what it would look like and feel like to have that. If you're manifesting a new house, imagine yourself making a cup of coffee in the kitchen and who you're sharing it with, what it smells like, what it tastes like, what it feels like to look out the window and see that view that you imagined for so long, what it feels like to walk in your slippers through the kitchen and out to the patio and sit there and look at nature while you enjoy that cup of coffee, what it feels like to invite friends over for a cocktail party with you and your spouse or your partner and just enjoy your friends and enjoy your house and talk to them and give them the tour and show them how you designed this room and where you got this bedding and how long it took for the couches to come, but look how beautiful they are now that they're finally here. Like envision it, envision the business. Let's go for through an example of visualizing that. Create that 20 to 30-second movie in your mind about your business. Visualize people finding you on social media and being so happy they found you, hitting that follow button and sending you a message after binging your content and saying things like, "Oh my God, I am so glad I found you. I just came across your profile. I'm obsessed. Thank you for what you do. I have a question." And like giving you more juice to create more content with through their questions and their ideas and their struggles. Visualize yourself helping people. Visualize your perfect client coming to you and saying, "Hey, I want to work with you. I am ready to pay cash. How can I start? What do I need to do?" And signing those contracts, sending that payment. Visualize the payment alerts showing up on your phone. I like to log into my payment platforms and my bank account and notice like the look and feel of it and the font of it and like visualize the numbers that I want to see being there. I've even taken screenshots of like Stripe and PayPal and my banking app and then like photoshopped different numbers in there and use it to visualize. Make that shit your phone background, but like create that movie, tap into those feelings of having the success, having the clients, having the growing membership, the students in your courses, the success stories, getting the press you deserve. Like visualize that and engage your five senses. What does your house smell like? What candles do you have burning? What does the what does the food taste like when you go out to eat and you know that you have built a successful seven-figure business? Like put yourself in those feelings. But that is not going to work without these other four steps. If you don't process your emotions and you're suppressing, you are not going to be able to feel the other feelings because they are being counteracted by the emotions from your current reality. If you're not clear on where you're going, you can't get to that destination. If you don't understand that your current situation is a direct manifestation of what you've been up to this point, then you're going to get nowhere. And if you don't have self-awareness of how you've been being, you can't make changes because you don't know what you're changing from. So these are the five steps. They matter. They're all important. Doing this is what's going to get you to change. If this is resonating, my loves, I need you in my memberships. Like, get your butt in there. There's a lifestyle one and there's a business one. CEO Club is for the mompreneurs. We are talking about all of this shit as it relates to our businesses and being CEOs. You need to go and check that out. You can go on social media, click the link in my profile. You can go check out my website. You can send me a DM. And Becoming Her Collective is the lifestyle side. That is where we are talking just about being women, becoming the next level version of ourselves. And if you join CEO Club, you get the lifestyle membership for free. So if you have a business, go join that one. It is literally a mastermind. It's $99 a month. That's unheard of. And then the lifestyle side is for those that are not entrepreneurial, but they want to create their new reality. They want to change their body, their health, their well-being, their emotional self, their relationships, and you're wanting to create this next level version of you. This is an environment for you to do that in and know that you are being supported and you have accountability to actually make it happen. So go check it out. I can't wait to see you guys in there. And you can get a free month. I'll give you the information for that right now. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in there.